Good morning to you watching Western Television, wherever you're catching the show live from. Today is Thursday, 13th of April 2023. My name is Denis and this is Kokoliriko show on Western Television. Wherever you're catching the show live from, we do welcome you and we do appreciate you very much for really thinking about us and also tapping on our YouTube page right there, and the link as well for Kokoliriko show this morning, and also those who are catching us live on their smartphone on Start Time channel 477 on the dish. We appreciate you very much, and those who are following us using the app, we thank you very much also for joining us this morning. Those who are catching us live from the area of Madisa region, be aware that the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, will be in Obongi today, and the people of Ajumani, the people of Moyo, the people of Obongi, the president will be in your area, so you have to be part of those who will be listening to the president as he will be preaching wealth creation right there. He is done with the tour here in Arua and the upper, the western part of West Nile. I have to say that because it is divided. There is not northwest, West Nile, and also we do have this particular side of the West Nile, and we have the sub-region of Nebi and Greater Arua. And so for 2 days, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni was here. On day one, on 11th of April 2023, that was Tuesday, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni was here in Arua meeting the leaders and also, speaking wealth creation to the leaders so that they should go back and translate in the local languages for the people to get to understand his message in regards to wealth creation and shared prosperity as the theme for his regional tour. And we have to know that President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni started his regional tour in a Shirley sub-region that was in the month of February, late February right there. He was supposed to be in West Nile in March, but because of a busy schedule he had in March, he could not really visit West Nile. So this time around, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni says he has to be here in the region for 3 days. It could be the first of its kind that the President of the Republic of Uganda has been able to spend 3 days in the region here, and this is something that you need to know. And yesterday he had a public rally right here, and so his rally was after meeting some business community members here in Arua at the Presidential State Lodge. As I am talking right now, the President of the Republic of Uganda is here in Arua, and he will be able to meet journalists this morning. And because he was not able to meet journalists at the other time, but I have to tell you that he is going to be able to meet the journalists this morning, and then later on he will be able to proceed to Obongi. So this is according to the schedule that we have really got right there. And so, dear viewer, you have to know that the event that will be taking place in Obongi, as Western Television, we shall also be able to bring for you the event live, and so don't miss everything that will be taking place at the other side of Obongi today, as the president will be speaking to the people of Madisa region on wealth creation and shared prosperity. The same message that he was able to spread to the people of Arua and also the people of Greater Nebi will be the same message that President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni will be able to deliver right there in Madisa region. So yesterday, you have to know that it was full of a political move as well, and you have to know that the politicians would not really make the day just to go like that without making them to be noticed by their voters. And so some of the activities yesterday was too political also to some extent, for your information. And also I think the president did clarify that his coming is not political. It is to rally people to embrace wealth creation. And so we did hear him speaking of corruption as well, and a very, very important point to note that President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni wanted to find out, and he says that he will be able to send a team of anti-corruption, State House unit coming to Arua to investigate the issue of market occupation. He says that he has got a report that the stalls and the lockups shops that are at Arua main market seems to be owned by some of the leaders, and so he wants the anti-corruption State House unit to come over and to investigate this particular matter, whether it is true that the stores at Arua Main Market are being owned by, that is some politicians that we do have right here. And do not forget that in 2020, the Minister for Local Government, Raphael Magezi, was able to come to West Nile, and he was able also to really, tour the whole city, business places to find out what is the problem. And so since he left, I have to tell you that the leaders have been accusing him that he is the one who has brought, mess in the city. And so remember, he gave the RCC some mandate to investigate the matter and submit the report. So when President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni wanted to inquire whether the report was submitted, so he tasked the resident city commissioner to present to him the report in regards to the occupation at the Arua Main Market. And I believe that the RCC has been able to deliver that particular report that she was able to write in regards to the occupation of Arua Main Market. So these are some of the things that you need to know in regards to the coming of the President of the Republic of Uganda. The issue of electricity still remains a very big issue that the people of West Nile would not love to just go like that. And remember, on day one, when President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni met the leaders of this region, the Minister of Energy and Minerals Development, Ruth Nankabirwa, was able to present a paper in regards to the status of electricity in this region, but unfortunately the leaders were able to bow at the Minister of Energy and Minerals Development when she was presenting a paper. So that signals to you that the people of West Nile, they are in dire need of the electricity. Unfortunately, also the issues that need to be worked out for the region to be connected to the national grid. She did mention something to do with somebody refusing her land, or refusing his land to be used for the installation of the pylons that are supposed to carry the 132 kV to the substations that we have in West Nile. And remember, West Nile has got two substations, one in Nebi, one in Arua. So if the two substations are connected to 132 kV, that means that connecting the region to the real national grid will be affected. And that means that the power that will be transported to different consumers at the final point will be on the 33 kV that we are enjoying currently. And this power from Karuma will supplement the 3.5 kV megawatts, the 3.5 megawatts power being generated by Kokoliriko at Nyagak 1. And also there is also Nyagak 3 that will produce a 6.6 megawatts that is under construction. So remember, West Nile will really have the power. So if the 6.6 megawatts of power being generated at Nyagak 3, if the construction is done and the power begins to be generated, it will supplement the 3.5. And then if you are to add that simple mathematics, that means that West Nile will be having around from Nyagak alone 3.5 plus 6.5, and that is 1. And then when you have 11, so we would be having around 12.1 megawatts right there. And so that is something that you need to know in regards to power to this region. So once the region is connected to the national grid, then West Nile will have surplus power, and they will be able also to export the power, because the power will be too much in the region. So that really tells me that the people who are planning to set up industries, they have to make sure that they also speed up with the process of securing what they want to secure, so that they are able to have the industry in place. And so these are some of the things that you need to know. In regards to the issue of road, General Katumba Wamala, the Minister of Works and Transport, was able also to present a paper. But from the presentations that were made, I think the presentation from the General Katumba Wamala, who is the Minister of Works and Transport, was really a very, very nice one to the members of the public, because they were able to clap and also relate and also appreciate him for really knowing West Nile in terms of road very, very well. And General was able also to mention those different areas that they will be able to work on, and he was able even to identify those roads that are not good. And these really testifies to the members of the public that the Minister in charge of Works and Transport knows what he's doing, and he knows his areas of jurisdiction properly, and that is a very good one. And so that was the same expectations that people expected from the Minister of Energy and Minerals Development right there. And so on the issue of power and the issue of roads, so we await whether some of the issues that were raised by the people will be put into consideration in regards to working on these roads so that they are really paved. So the paved roads, these are tarmac road for your information. If you do not understand that simple, English or simple word in engineering, in road engineering, then the paved roads are the tarmac road for your information right there. And remember, the General Kachuma Wamala was able to say that they would be able to tarmac the road from Nebi up to Goli because of that, the free trade continental area that has been constructed at the Goli border point, the other side of Democratic Republic and also the side of Uganda. So if you have never been to Goli, take your time and you reach Goli and you see the development that is taking place at that particular border point. And so we cannot continue to have in between the border point that has been well constructed and also Nebi town, the road not being tarmacked. So that will not make sense. And you have to know that a night before yesterday, there was an accident that took place at Jukia Hill, and people, scores of people have been admitted at Nebi General Hospital in regards to that particular accident that took place at Jukia Hill. So that tells you the status of that particular road, how there it is for the road to be worked on, to be tarmacked so that it facilitates trade between Uganda and Democratic Republic of Congo. Let me tell you, Goli border point is one of the custom points that we have in Uganda that generate a lot of money in terms of Uganda, in terms of revenue that is being generated by Uganda Revenue Authority. And you should also not forget that the 13-kilometer road from that is Ayuda Bridge to that is also Padea Custom. That road also need to be worked on. If it cannot be tarmacked, and then it has to be taken up by Uganda National Road Authority. Currently, it is Zombo District Local Government that is in charge of that particular road. So Zombo District Local Government is saying that they are also stressed with the issue of funding to their road sector. So they are really appealing to the Uganda National Road Authority to take up on that 13-kilometer road that is from Ayuda Bridge up to that is Padea border point, because there are a number of vehicles that leave Uganda and cross into Democratic Republic of Congo. So they feel that it is important that the Uganda National Road Authority should be able to take over that particular road, and then they work on that particular road. So that is something that you need to know right this morning, dear viewer, as we clock to that is 8 a.m. right here on Western Television. My name is Denis Oringi. Dear viewer, I felt it is important that I should be able to give you this update about this, because I should also be able to know what is happening and the conversation that will be taking place. As I did mention earlier on, that the President of the Republic of Uganda will be meeting journalists at exactly 8 a.m. right here in Arua. So I would really request that you continue watching Western Television as we look forward to bringing for you every detail and every information that you need to know about the President's visit to Western Sub-region. This might be, it is not easy for a president to visit your area thrice or twice in a term of service. So the people of West Nile should be blessed, because after the election, President had never visited the region. So meaning that he visited the region when he came for the coronation, but he did not come for his personal, program, but he came for a program of Lur Kingdom. So this time around he came specifically for wealth creation, and he felt it is important that the people of West Nile should be able to get to understand how they can really create wealth. It's very simple, and do not forget he was able to mention things to do with the Myoga program and also the parish development model that is at the center stage at this particular time as we do talk. And so we believe that with the message that the President was able to deliver and is going to deliver today at Obongi, the people of West Nile will be able to understand the implementation of the parish development model in regards to wealth creation and also shared prosperity right there. He says that these wealth the parish development model money is not meant for growing Malakwang. And so if you want to borrow the money for growing Malakwang or borrow at your garden, then that is not the case. He says that this parish development model will focus on the enterprises that are around 7. The coffee and the people of Zombo, you have to take this up, that you can borrow this this money and you increase on your coffee production. And those who are growing tea, be aware that the Zombo district is one of the districts in Uganda that has got tea, and there are people who are growing tea on large scale. And so you can as well borrow this money and you put it in tea production as well, and also the bananas. So these are enterprises, the poultry, the piggery. You can borrow this money and you buy some, some piglets, and then you begin keeping, and so that the number increase. And once the number increase, you are able to sell and also get into other business ventures. You'll be able to use the money for paying the school fees for your children. You will be able to see that your life has also improved, and also you will be able to see that you have some transport for you, a simple one, a motorcycle, and you can afford this. And the payment plan for this particular money of the parish development model, according to the President of the Republic of Uganda, he did say that once you have borrowed the money, you can even pay after 24 months because this money is not, you're not going to pay to the government. You will repay the money back to the parish where you come from. And so it will be the parish bank that will be distributing the money. So if you are not ready to borrow the money, please let those who are ready to borrow the money wait for your circle another time to borrow the money. And you have to know that in regards to this particular issue of the parish development model, there's what we call the sweat capital. This is your personal sweat with your family members. You can dig the garden, you can till the garden, but now the seed capital is the money that you can really borrow from the parish development model, and then you will be able to buy the seeds, and then you plant what you want to plant. And he was able to give an example of tea, and not tea, he was able to give an example of coffee. And so he was able to do that simple calculation. For those who are able to follow, you had him saying that if you buy, if you use 150,000 for buying, coffee seedlings, and then you have to use the family labor to see that you really put everything right. Dear viewer, let's say good morning and thank you very much for being with us this morning, and continue watching Western Television as other programs will be following soon. We do appreciate you. We thank you very much. It was raining cats and dogs right here in West Nile this morning, and that's why we do apologize for starting a little bit late this morning. And for those farmers, please, the rain is back, but unfortunately the wind was too much and some trees were felled. And so I believe that the branches will be cut and put into a good use. My name is Denis. Have the best of your morning. Let's meet again tomorrow for the Friday edition of the program. The Kokoliriko shows will be doing analysis of the president's tour to West Nile sub-region, right from day one up to the last day that is going to be in Obongi. We will be waiting to hear the message that we will be giving to the people of Obongi, and we shall be able to analyze. And you have to know that a very, very pertinent issue in Obongi is about the Laropi ferry, and also the issue of Laropi bridge as well. And Obongi bridge started functioning some months ago, and so we believe that some of the issues in Madi sub-region will be addressed in terms of roads, infrastructure. We do thank very much the government of the Republic of Uganda through that is the Development Initiative for Northern Uganda for the construction of that is Atiak Ajumani Road. Currently, if you have ever been to Ajumani, you will really appreciate the work that is being done on that particular road. And this is to ease development and also trade in this particular region of West Nile with the Democratic Republic of Congo and also Uganda, with the South Sudan and also Uganda as well. So these are some of the issues that you need to know in regards to the development that we have in this country. And so we have also to say thank you very much the government of the Republic of Uganda under the wise leadership of the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for really advising the people in charge of the ministries, departments and agencies to see that things are done for the people in regards to development. So we cannot work alone. We have to work with the people. Information is very key. Let's continue to share the right information to the people. Even people were very surprised when President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni was trying to guide them and advise them on the implementation of the parish development model. And that tells you that that means that the information that the people were getting earlier on seems to be contradicting. And President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni clearing it out yesterday has given more courage to the people to embrace this particular program, the parish development model. And this goes to the people who are in charge of this government in different capacities. Let us be giving the right information to the people. We have the Western Television here that you can really use to spread the information. Since West Nile is a very unique region that we have in this country, Uganda, you can use any language that you feel it is good and it can be understood by your people. We have the platform for you. If you want to talk in Kakwa and explain certain things for the Kakwa speaking people, the platform is here. And if you want to talk in Madi local language, language, you have the platform. If you want to talk in Alur, the platform is West Nile Television. You want to talk in English, the platform is here for you. If you want to talk in Lugara, the platform is here for you. If you want to talk in Kebu, if you want to talk in Lendu, you want to talk in Lingala, you want to talk in Kiswahili, the platform is here. And West Nile Television is here to light up the region, because we understand the dynamic of this region in terms of the cultural diversity, and we feel it is important that we should embrace each and every culture that we do have in this region. Good morning, have the best of your time.
West Nile TV, lighting up.